Are you normal? Hello everyone, this is Mythonian.
Our researchers charted the fears and desires common to many cultures and created 20 simple questions to help reveal your subconscious mind. I'm Casey's Craig.
Yep. So this is Byzantium tests.com or something. Um, let's begin the test.
Yes, let's. How would you
Question 1 of
describe
20.
yourself?
How would you describe yourself? Option 1. A wave. A foamy wave.
A very aggressive looking wave.
Definitely aggressive, yes.
It looks evil.
Hmm.
It's attacking a boat, obviously.
Yes, it has
Would you
malicious
describe-
intent.
Would you describe yourself as a bridge?
A bridge overlooking a harbor. Buildings in the background, some black, some white.
Very, sturdy looking
Suspension
bridge. Very sturdy looking
It's
bridge.
definitely sturdy, yes. Solid,
There are clouds in the background. It's very strong.
yes, definitely. Maybe a little overbearing. Option 3, a boat on a relatively calm sea with very, very little in the background. Very lonely. Definitely lonely.
I was thinking adventurous. This is adventurous.
Lonely and adventurous, yes. I'm
Adventurous.
still stuck on lonely, though. It definitely looks lonely. Okay.
Like
and
Columbus going off to sea.
Option 4, elegant border, nice shading.
Yeah, this reminds me of what was it? Like you're at one with nature or something.
Yeah.
You are one with nature. You are at peace with the world, and all is beautiful around you. You see glorious things.
Yes. So, out of these 4 options, how would you describe yourself?
Oh God. I would describe myself as none of these.
Well, you're forced to choose one. So choose one. I'm going with option 3.
You are a
I am a
lonely,
lonely, adventurous
boat.
boat. Yes. I guess. I don't know.
I could be an evil wave of water swarming over everything. I don't think of myself as a bridge or a lonely boat.
Okay.
I don't know if I think of myself as a very nice, serene. What the heck? It's like you have to have a big ego to pick number 4, I think.
Okay. Well,
That
what are you
might
gonna choose?
Oh
Side.
God. I have a big ego.
Okay. Then clicking. Question 2. You feel most sad when 1. Clouds are approaching. 2. The rain begins. 3. The sky is clear. So do you feel most sad before the storm, during the storm, or after the storm?
I love rain, so
Rain's pretty cool, yes.
rain is
So
pretty.
I'm not sad when the rain begins, unless I'm in
No.
the rain sometimes, and I don't want to be in the rain.
Well, you should plan ahead for these things. So
Clouds
your
are approaching.
schedule.
That's never been something to make me sad. I mean, I don't know. I always think cool cloud vistas in the air, in the atmosphere is pretty cool to look at.
They look awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is,
So
when
out
the
of the
sky is clear, it also looks cool.
yeah, girl, what is up
It's
with
hard.
this?
These questions.
But I
I'm
do think
never
a
sad.
cloudy sky looks cooler than a clear sky. So I'm more sad when the sky is clear,
I
indirectly.
guess.
Rain's pretty cool. Sometimes it does make you sad though.
Not really for me. I
But
love rain all the time.
I'm having to go with 3 here.
Yeah, me too. That's the sucky thing here. Oh, I'll go with 3.
Yep, clicking. Okay, which best depicts your childhood? Gingerbread man.
Alright.
Different sections of a cow.
Alright.
A clock at about 10:07.
10:08, I think. I
Maybe
think that's 10:08.
10:07 and a half.
I think that's 10:08.
There's no seconds hand, so too bad. I win.
It's
10:07
10:08.
and a half. Whatever. And then 4 coat hanger.
This is the weirdest series of choices I've ever been presented with in my life. I don't
What
even know,
depicts your childhood?
I don't even know what to like what to guess this means.
Okay, well,
I got the cow and the gingerbread man.
gingerbread man. Maybe you ate a lot of sweets. Maybe you had a bow tie. Huh.
Maybe-
Cow.
I guess
you were on
the
a
gingerbread
farm.
man
You
might
had a
just-
lot of meat when you were young.
Actually, what I got from this was the gingerbread man means you had a very happy childhood, where you ate lots of sweets and had fun. You had freedom.
Okay.
And you did what you wanted, I guess, and you loved it. Fond memories. 2 is
You had a segmented life.
yeah. Well, you were being divided.
No, you were being divided. Good.
You were being divided by other people, obviously, and you had a very sad childhood.
Because that cow does look sad.
Well, the cow's gonna die. Obviously, he's gonna get cut into a million pieces, and he's not gonna live through it.
Yeah. Hopefully.
3, I'm guessing it
you're-
means your life was scheduled.
Yeah,
You followed a schedule at all times. You were always keeping track of the clock, which was not my childhood at all.
yeah,
so
not really.
3
Coat
does
hanger.
not fit. Coat hanger, I guess it just means you were plain, and ordinary. Nothing cool happened. There was just this coat hanger all the time.
Or its coat hanger represents being inventive, because you can turn that coat hanger into a hook, and you can get something out from under the refrigerator. So that's being ingenious.
That's
Ingenuity.
Quite a stretch. That's quite a stretch of the imagination you have there. That a coat hanger is an example of human innovation.
Yes. Yes.
And ingenuity. I love it.
Okay, I'm definitely going with the coat hanger.
My God. Well, we didn't eat all that many sweets, and my life was not divided into a million pieces where I died. So I have to pick the coat hanger too.
Coat hanger it is.
I love that innovation you
Click
came
it.
up with.
Okay. In this scenario, the clown should take away the cigarette.
I don't.
Report the child.
We don't
Make the
have the
child
same
laugh.
question here
Huh?
for number 4.
What's your question?
The morning is better for love, planning, work, or silence.
Huh. Well, this is all the more reason for people to watch both perspectives.
All right.
Check
Let's
the description
discuss.
for a link. Okay. Well, I've got a clown who's got a very quite disturbing face, looking away from a child with a cigarette, a baby with a cigarette.
All right.
I think the clown should take away the cigarette. I think that's pretty obvious.
The morning is better for. I don't think it's better for love. I don't think of morning as a love time.
But you've got awesome sunrises and yeah.
Morning is pretty good for work. I find that I work pretty well in the early
True.
morning.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know why.
What are your other options?
Planning and silence. But those aren't bad options either.
I like silence.
Silent-
And
yeah,
during my
silence
silence, I plan.
Yeah, so and work or planning is work in a lot of cases. Or it can be. No,
Being
not
silent
really.
can be
Never
work
mind.
too.
Silence and work or silence
Yeah.
and planning go hand in hand.
Okay,
Oh.
well, tell me when you're ready. What are you gonna
Oh.
choose?
It is good for love though in a sense because Because you tell people I love you in the morning. Say, I
You
love
also do that every
greeting.
other time of the day.
Yeah, so it's not better than any other moment. So let's not go with that. Number one is out. Number two, because I can't think of any particular reason why love would be better than anything else. Planning. I like to plan. So that has me leaning towards planning. Because I like to plan. Um, silence. I like silence though. Silence is golden. So,
Duct tape is silver.
got it.
Sometimes.
And it can make things golden, Matthew.
Okay. So what are you
I'll
choosing?
pick
Planning
silence.
or?
I'll pick silence.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take away the cigarette.
Alright, you take that cigarette.
Clicking.
Alright, what did you get for number 5?
When you look in a mirror, what do you see?
I didn't get that. I got, where do you keep your anger?
I see. Okay, well, when you look in a mirror, what do you see? Option 1, a boat on a choppy sea, waves, dark, looks maybe nighttime. Option 2, a rattlesnake about to strike. Option 3, a very dull and plain figure on a gray background that's entirely gray and white. That's extremely plain. That's like as plain as you can get. Doesn't even have a face or fingers. Option 4.
Go for it.
What?
Go for it.
Option 4. Not sure this is supposed to represent. I don't think this is supposed to represent Jesus. Looks like a female figure with a halo. At least that looks female
You
to
mean
me.
one of those, like, circle on top, upside
Yes.
down cross things?
Well, there's no cross. It's just a circle around the head. So a holy figure. I'm not quite that egotistical. Well, what are your options first?
Mine, this is very weird. Where do you keep your anger? My first option is a camera, a very nicely drawn camera outline, and it looks beautiful. My second is, I don't know how to describe it except it's an Egyptian hieroglyph. It's like, it's got one of those, you know that fox god or whatever, I don't remember if he was the
Yeah.
god of death or not, but he had like a fox head with huge ears at the
Anubis?
pointy ears at the top and a cane.
Okay.
It's an Egyptian hieroglyph of him. It's not
Okay.
that well drawn. And then there's this very well drawn crab, and that's my third option. I like the crab just because he looks really awesome. And then my fourth option is a beautiful key.
Hmm.
I don't.
Where do you keep your anger?
Where do I keep my anger? Well, I don't keep it in a key typically. Not normally. Maybe in what the key might lock. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what this key goes to. Does not describe well at all. I never really associated a camera with anger ever, period. So I don't even know how to relate the two. I mean, how can you keep your anger in a camera? How does that even make sense?
Well, obviously it's figurative, and it obviously represents.
The only answer that makes even the remotest bit of sense is the crab to me.
Okay,
Because
this is a test about your subconscious. It doesn't have to be logical.
what the heck is an Egyptian hieroglyph have to do with my anger? What? I have no idea. How? I don't even associate Egyptian hieroglyphs with anger at all. Period. I don't even know who this guy is. It, I think it's the god of death, or but I don't know. I have no idea. Um,
Okay. So what are you gonna go with?
I guess I'll go with the crab because I don't know what the heck anything else would mean in this case.
Okay. When I look in a mirror, what do I see? Well, I don't picture myself as a rattlesnake about to strike. I don't picture myself as a holy person. I'm deciding between a boat on a stormy ocean or a plain figure against a plain background. I don't know.
Hmm.
What is it supposed to mean? What do I see in the mirror? Okay, this is too complicated. I'm choosing number one. I'd picked
You picked, what was it?
the boat.
So you are a boat at sea in crazy turmoil, man.
Definitely. Yep.
Your life
Okay.
is horrible and you should feel bad.
Or you can
Matthew?
picture it as a steady beacon surrounded by chaos. A
All
beacon
right.
of logic surrounded by chaos.
All right, Matthew. Well, I've got a pretty easy question, I
What's
think.
that?
When do they laugh at you?
Oh, I got that too. When do they laugh at you?
Oh, sweet. After I speak?
After I act.
Before I act?
Or before I speak.
speak? Well, actually, oh God. When I think people can laugh after I speak. Oh, they're laughing at me. Oh, I didn't think about
When
that.
do
I was
they
just
laugh
thinking,
at
when
you?
do they laugh? When do they laugh? They could laugh after I speak. It depends on what I spoke
When do
about or
they
what I
laugh
was
at
doing.
you?
I don't think people laugh at me before I act. I can't remember an instance of that ever happening. I guess, when
Hmm.
would people laugh at you before you acted or spoke? I can't think of instances where that would occur. Of course they would laugh at you after you spoke or acted. Why would, what?
Hmm.
Why would people laugh at you before you did something? Or before you, well, really, yeah, before you did something. Why would people laugh at you? I can't think of a reason. I mean,
Well, because you walked up to them, before you could speak to them, you were wearing a clown costume that was extremely funny. So they laughed before you spoke.
who walks around in a clown costume?
Clowns do! Is that such a bad occupation to have?
Very small minority of people here.
Hey, you can't discount them.
I do, because I am not them.
Okay, okay, well anyways, when do they laugh at you? Um, well people don't usually laugh at me. I'm not
Yeah, me
particularly a
either.
funny person to laugh at.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, you just laughed at me after I spoke, so that's what I'm going to choose. What are you choosing?
Well, I can't. Both of these things can happen, and I think have happened, probably.
Okay, but when do
But
they laugh at you?
but I can't decide which is more common. They laugh at me when both of these things happen. After I speak and after I act.
Okay, well
I guess
choose
it would
one.
just be after I act because speaking is acting. So I should just go with act because act can include speaking.
Okay, well, then, click.
Mm-hmm.
When does innocence end? What about you?
How safe are your dreams?
Oh god.
This is
Okay, well for
creepy.
me, option one, cigarettes. Option two, a money bag. Option three, a babe sucking the mother's breast. Option four, an old man with a cane walking into the distance around a faded border. And yeah. Hmm. What are your options?
Well, I think I'll give you my options in a sec, but this question is just I don't really like this question as compared to the others because when I think of dreams, I think of my literal dreams, what I have dreamt about, what I dream about, uh,
But
when
how
I'm
safe are they?
sleeping. Uh, huh?
How safe are they?
Well, it's not. No, no, that's not what I'm saying. I don't really like the question because it's it's extremely subjective. Not just the answer. I mean, interpreting the question. It could be dreams, as in what you dream, literally, or your dreams for the future.
We'll interpret it either way you want.
Whoa, you just got quiet.
Interpret it either way you want.
Well, I personally interpret it as my own dreams,
Okay.
what I actually.
I believe they intended it to be interpreted however people wanted to interpret it.
Yeah, but the thing is, that would give you ridiculously varying answers. Because
Well,
I don't
it's
dream in
okay.
the future about what I dream about in my sleep.
Well, how safe are they?
They
That's
are
the
not
question.
safe at all. This creepy man. All right, all right, all right. I'll give you the solutions for me. My first is a seashell. It's just a seashell, obviously resting in the sand or something. It looks like sand from the little shadowed outline I can see. Then the second one is a very creepy looking dude with a clown nose uh, and one of those what are those things that they're not cigars or cigarettes, those the pipe. It's a pipe with a wooden pipe in his hand. And he's very creepily eyeing the camera. It's like and then the third one, I'm not sure what this is. It's I don't know if these like are meant to. I don't know if they're wedding bells. I've never seen wedding bells. I don't know. No, no. What the heck are they? It looks like two bells on either side of a some vegetation thing hanging between them. I don't remember what you'd call that, like a vine hanging between the two bells. And it's I guess it's meant to represent
Is it a
wedding
vine
bells.
hanging down between them or a rope?
No, it's not a vine. I mean it's not a rope. It's more like a vine with leaves all over it.
I'm having trouble picturing this.
Yeah, I know. You'll have to wait till you get that question. Hopefully you'll get the question too. And the fourth answer, I just interpret it as wedding bells. That's how I see it. And then the fourth one is some Hindi god or Hindu god on an elephant.
Hmm.
Well, I definitely don't interpret my dreams as a seashell. I mean, my dreams are not very safe in general. So, wedding bells, no. Clam or seashell, whatever, no. Elephant, no. My dreams are not safe. My dreams go with the creepy dude with the clown nose and the pipe.
Okay. For me, wind is innocence, and I'm having to go with the cigarettes. I don't think money necessarily ends innocence. I don't think whatever a baby sucking a mother's breast has anything to do with
All right.
ending innocence.
Can you cut for just 1 second? I got a phone call.
Okay. Okay, we're back. And as I was saying, the old man, innocent ends. I think innocence ends a lot earlier than that. So, I'm going with the cigarettes.
I am, of course, still going with the creepy guy with the clown nose and the pipe.
Okay, clicking. Question 8. Can you be normal when required? What about you?
It is safest to begin.
Oh.
Fill in the blank.
Can you be normal when required? 1. I am normal. 2. I look normal. 3. I am myself. 4. I am many things.
I am many things.
What about you?
I love that answer. Uh, it is safest to begin 1. At the beginning. 2. At the end. 3. Where no one is looking. I like 3.
I like 4 for this. I think this is an easy choice
Yeah, me
for
too.
both of us. Okay, so I'm going to go with I am many things. What about you?
So Matthew, what do you see when you stare at your own naked body?
Oh, I got that same question.
Like
I definitely see
a woman's.
I definitely see
It's a
a
corset,
power outlet.
I think. A power outlet. That is ridiculous.
An hourglass?
A horse. Hmm.
I'm thinking the power outlet.
Well, I definitely don't see 1 or 2. I do not see an hourglass figure or a woman's corset. So, not those 2. I don't really think of it as a power outlet. I would be more of a horse. Just even though I'm not really a big guy or all that hairy, but I mean, my body's a workhorse. I make it do things.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
So,
Well,
so
electricity
definitely.
does work.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it's not really thought that way. This isn't electricity you're thinking about. You're thinking about a power outlet. This little plain rectangular power outlet with a screw and 2 little
Okay.
plugins.
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah.
So it's a
Horse
horse
is
to me.
a bit more logical, I guess.
Yeah.
So, horse it is. Clicking. Is it easier to hurt someone? Fill in the blank.
Yeah, that's what I got. Is it easier to hurt someone emotionally, physically, or secretly?
I would have liked a 4th option, figuratively,
Figuratively.
or
Figuratively hurting someone.
or rhetorically.
Rhetorically.
Those would have been good 4th options.
This is rhetorical, though.
I know. That was the point.
Oh, that's funny. Definitely.
How do you secretly hurt someone without them knowing it?
Oh, easily.
Give an
Just-
example.
You hurt someone, but you do it indirectly. You're not the direct cause of it. You
Well, then
do
why
it-
didn't they put indirectly?
That's, I don't know, because they wanted to stress secretly
Okay. Um,
that it is secret. It is something they don't know about. It's not just indirect.
is that easier to do than physically or emotionally?
This is actually a pretty serious question. I actually... It is really hard to hurt people emotionally in a lot of cases.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes.
Well, for me anyway. Maybe not you, because you're cold-hearted and evil.
Hey.
For me, man, I have a conscience, and I love them. and
Okay, fine.
I feel for their mortal souls. Physically, it's not all that. It depends. I mean, it depends on how bad I'm hurting someone. I mean, if I'm, it can be pretty hard, I guess. If I'm doing it secretly, yeah, because I just feel more clever that way.
Okay, well, I'm going with emotionally.
I'm going with secretly.
Okay, clicking. You are lost and alone in a dark place. Where are you? What did you get?
I got the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's why I wasn't reading it.
You are lost. Where are you? I see. Well,
That's
option 1,
that's the way to put it ever, man.
drawing on a wall.
Yeah,
Option
obviously
2,
an artist.
on a road ad infinitum. with
But
nothing on the
also, I
sides.
think it should be noted that in that first one, that's obviously an artist very composed. In other words, even if you're lost and alone, you're very composed about it.
Good point. Yeah.
That's very important, I think.
Option 2 is definitely lonely. And on a
Long
road.
road. It's a
Traveling.
long road ahead. That's the
Long
way
road
I
ahead,
interpret
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay, option 3.
Don't see an end in sight. You
Yeah.
just think you're gonna go on forever.
Option 3 is a decent place to be lost at. I'd rather be lost there than on a long road.
I'd rather be. Oh God. I'm not thinking about where I'd rather be. I'm not sure it's supposed to be thought of that way, where you'd rather be lost.
Okay, well, where
Instead,
are you lost?
where are you when you're lost? When you're lost, where do you feel you are?
But not just lost, lost and alone in a dark
And
place.
alone. In a dark place.
So I'm not a very good... I can't draw, especially in the dark place.
I don't really think of this ocean with rocks as... I don't think that I'm on a bunch of rocks obviously on a beach or shoreline or something. I don't think I'm there. I don't really
Okay.
know what this would represent.
Well, option 4 is a
number
nice
3.
forest with someone
Very
in the
dark
distance, so you may not be alone.
It looks like the guy's carrying a weapon.
Or a cane.
Oh, I think it's a weapon.
Okay, well, there's someone coming after you.
No,
Hmm.
no, that's you.
Oh, okay.
That's how I interpret it anyway.
So you went hunting and got lost.
I guess, so, or you're just walking through a forest because there's a trail. I think that's more likely.
Hmm.
And you're just lost. Maybe there were a bunch of trails. Who knows?
The maze of trails.
I like this though. I like number 4. Just
Yeah.
because it just seems more like it's a challenge to get out of the woods.
I'm going with number 3 though. I like it better.
All right. I'm going with number 4.
Okay. Clicking.